mine was getting to this stage last time, and I'm gonna print two more, blue block and black block. I don't know what kind of a method to save ink, but I always use aluminum foil to save ink from day before. So what did I say? There's a huge difference between white ink and extender. What's the difference?
Opaqueness.
Yeah. So if you add white, what happens to the ink?
It gets opaque.
So I'm gonna use blue, but also a lot of transparent base or extender. I already printed once, it was way too, blue was way too saturated. So I'm gonna have more extender this time and much smaller amount of blue ink. And of course, amount of ink you overlay onto the block is also makes a difference too. If you make a very thin layer, of course, that makes it much lighter and more transparent, more translucent. First impression is always not good, so I'm gonna just print on newsprint. Shoot, I got some oil on the back side of a print. Aha. Okay, let me print on other impressions here. You are loading up ink onto the block, make sure you go one direction, but also decharging you go from opposite direction, because always the way a starting point, you get more ink, and after all, just become a little bit thinner ink. Okay, so it's good to go multiple directions, especially the block is bigger than circumference of your All right, it's not bad. I think I have to starting to see how I does it look like with the black over this. Okay, so I'm gonna print one more with a black layer to see what's gonna happen. All right, so let's see what happens with this. Just plane first. Kind of starting to see what's happening with the black. I'm gonna do one more impression. Ideally, ink has to be dry before next impression, but I'm gonna just try wet ink over wet ink. And I'm starting to use the tracing paper so I can protect the back side of a paper. Often this stage, people are starting to make hole onto the paper because you are rubbing each time you are taking some fiber away. Okay. Okay, it's not the best impression, but at least we can see how it's working between 4 blocks. The water became so green. So I don't want to make a green water either. So I have to think about a little bit more about different color approach to some areas. I may want to have 2 different kinds of blue between sky and the water. I could be separating a little bit. I may also think about making some gradation from one color to another color on blue. darker blue to lighter blue. And not necessarily I like the yellow here too much. I feel like too much presence of yellow here. All right, so I have to do some color testing and different combination a little bit before finalizing. But this is just a result of 4 different blocks together.